Whoa, I tripped. Hey y'all, it's Allie and I am here on a Sunday morning. Normally my weekends are completely packed. On Saturdays I leave at 2:30 and I usually sleep in. Sometimes I sing and play for a burn event on Friday nights, and so I have a late night and then I have to I sleep in. So on Saturdays we have our normal services. Because of the hurricane though, we canceled because some parts of the city we weren't sure if they were going to flood or not, but we're okay. Like, it's been really gusty winds and stuff, but we haven't really gotten much rain on the south side, southwest-ish side of town. So that's good. So I have been just arting all weekend, and it's been so awesome. My Bible study got canceled this morning too, and so I've had an entire weekend to just rest and relax, and it's been awesome. And so y'all saw that I posted Harvey. I wanted to continue on with this because I really love how that was looking and how I felt about it, and it's just like, oh, I need to do more. So then I did this little guy, and then I did this one. That's a girl. So anyway, I am super excited about these owls. I've always been into owls, like, so much. I can't even tell you like how. I mean, I have an little owl tattooed on my arm. I have several like ceramics. I painted two owls for my son's room like 8 years ago. And so I just love all the owl things. So this is like a super nice fit for me to do these sweet little faces on these owls with some like abstract. So I had someone ask me, what am I inspired by? Who inspires you? What are the artists that inspire you? And I really love this question because I've been doing like art, like diving into it and making it like a part of my daily, like, well, I wouldn't say daily, weekly life for probably like 2 years maybe. I definitely have had some people who inspire me, who have gotten me to the place where I feel very comfortable with this. Like this is a whole bunch of people that I've kind of put all together. And I have another piece that I want to show you. I don't think I'm allowed to show you yet because it's kind of a secret project. But when that one comes and I'm able to show it to you, I can show you that too. So anyway, I'm just going to stop gabbing and then go turn the camera down. And I put because I want to get messy today. I put my paint shirt on. This is the shirt that I paint like walls with, but I was like, I don't care about this shirt being messy. So anyway, I'm excited. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for your support.
That's hilarious. I was not recording the entire time. Let me start over. So these are little guys and girl that I did yesterday and the night before, and I just love them. And then this was the one that I originally posted. That's kind of like before that. I was like, owls, faces. And then I was doing actually some figures, which I posted on Instagram. And I tried actually a figure with an owl head. I was like, I wonder how that would look. But no. And then I'm doing these just kind of like loose, sweet animal faces, which are fun. But yeah, so I wanted to kind of show you the inspiration behind these. I'm really loving this, and I'm liking how these are turning out. I love the texture, and just this one's a little sassy. But I'm getting some giclées made of them. There should be. And I'm just using, honestly, I'm just going to use some of this cheaper Canson watercolor paper. It's nice and thick, and it works just fine. And I'm going to cut it to an 8x10 because I might, want to scan it or sell it or whatever. All right, I'm going to do this real quick. And I always save these little pieces of paper to try to do the hand lettering on. I've got all the words written down that y'all had suggested from that one post, and I'm going to be incorporating those words into collage sheets here soon. So I now have an 8x10 piece of watercolor paper, and I wanted to share with you kind of what is inspiring. This might take several hours, I don't know, but because it's like several different techniques. One of the people, and I'm just going to start working as I share with you, one of the people that super inspires me is Dina Wakley. I love Dina Wakley, how loose and free she is. Let me see if I can actually get this to work where I'm like not trying to find a bajillion things and say stuff to you at the same time. This is what I anticipated happening. That would be a problem. Oh, there it is. So Dina Wakley inspires me so much. I'm not going to really share with the products that I'm using right now in this video because there's so much information as far as the inspiration goes. So I think it would take so long. So I can do another video. I can quickly tell you these are magical powders, but I'm not going to go into all the colors again because I want to share with you my inspirations. So Dina Wakley, she really inspires me because of her loose sketches and her freedom in her art. I purchased a book from her called Art Journal Courage. Love that. I love all the exercises in it. And she just is so free. She's free. And I think that's what I love so much about her is that she's free. Just gonna kind of rub some of this. The one thing about magical powders is that they can leave this like grit on your paper, which is fine for texture, but it bothers me. I don't know why it bothers me, but it does. Pink and orange are some of my favorite color combos, and I use them a lot in my journal pages and paintings and stuff like that. I'm just going to actually just kind of spread some paint on here. Let's see what that does. So I'm just kind of creating a background on this. I was sharing about Dina Wakley and how she encourages me to just be free in my journaling and in my art. Oh, look, a hair. Love it. So Art Journal Courage is the book that I purchased. I'm also going to use some of this on my insert cover, because I want to just kind of go hog wild on that. See, pink and orange again. Just love it, love it, love it. She is so brave. Dina Wakley is so brave. So I got that book, and then I also took a class. I'm going to go put some more water in my sprayer. I also took a class called Ordered Chaos from her. And I really enjoyed that class. I tend to be an abstract. I flock more to the abstract. I'm not a realism type of a person. I definitely am not. I tried realism when I first started. Like I tried the Jane Davenport Faces, and I got the Beautiful Faces book. And honestly, like that book is great. If you want to copy exactly how she does her faces, then that's a great book to get. Me, I cannot do it. I just cannot do it. So I don't know how to do those faces. They're not natural for me. I just don't know. I don't know how. But the Ordered Chaos class is, it's awesome. It just talks about abstract lines and, how to let go in your journaling and stuff. So this part of the piece, the background and stuff, I really get a lot from Dina Wakley's Ordered Chaos class. I really highly recommend that class. And I got it on Jeanne Oliver's Creative Network. I'm just going to kind of continue on with this and let y'all kind of watch this part of the background form. And then I'll move on to the next person that inspired me. This is why I say it's going to probably take a little while for me to film this, because I literally saturate the paper with different mediums and wet it. And that's, again, part of that class. So I apologize. This is going to be like a so long video, but good thing I don't have anything to do today. There's a lot of artists that go about this approach for backgrounds. Mindy Laceville, I noticed that she, the Paint Your Story class, she goes into this too, but I really can't say that that's where I learned it from, because it's not. I learned it from Dina. And so, yeah, it's just kind of like going nuts on a background page that I kind of learned from her. And so I just love it so much. I do. Now, Dina would probably slap me if she knew I was drawing this with a gun, because she actually says you need to be patient and let it do what it's going to do, and just let the dice roll where they may. I am super impatient. This is where you pick and choose what you want to do. I really need this to dry because I don't want to sit here. And this is why she works on several pieces at one time, because she wants to play, and they take forever to dry. And I don't have, honestly, the space to let them dry. I guess I could use them on top of my lockers or something. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and draw this with a gun. I'm really loving just sticking with a palette that brings me joy. Pink and orange obviously always has brought me joy. And then yellow. Yellow is a big one for me. Obviously, like I had a traveler's notebook named Allie Brown Joy. So those things really do bring me joy. And I love popping some blue in there. The other artist that has inspired me a lot is Wendy Brightbill. She does a lot of these florals, and she is just so abstract with her florals, and I love her stuff. I'm going to have the amazing opportunity to go and paint with her in a workshop in October. And so I just love what she does. She's been using a lot with a palette knife recently, so I'm going to try to incorporate that. She just does abstract florals. I just love, and just even her abstract work too is really awesome. So I'm just trying to, this I haven't done yet. This is actually new for me. I did not do this yesterday, but I have another idea. So y'all are seeing something hot off my brains press or whatever. But I want to try to incorporate some texture into these paintings before I go at it. And so this is just kind of me trying to do the abstract flower thing right here. And maybe it won't look like a flower. Maybe it'll just be some color in the background. I don't care. I just love layers, and I love to make texture. A lot of this journey is really finding what you like, and you cannot find what you like unless you try it. I just am super big on, trying things out and seeing how they make you feel. Do they spark joy? Did you feel like you had to grit and bear it? So that takes time, y'all. Like, you're not going to get there overnight. And I'm here to encourage you that I felt so lost. You know what I mean? Like, I felt kind of lost when I started, because I was like, what do I like? What do I do? I feel like I'm not good at anything. And I just had to try. I would kind of go to, Instagram and Pinterest for inspiration. Now I kind of stay off those because I'm trying to hone in on what I can bring to each of those styles. I'm really trying to find my voice. And in this art world, everything, like James says, is kind of a derivative, but the fact that you can bring your own style to it is really fun. Just gonna smush that there because that's pretty. I like that. You know what? I'm gonna do it on this too. Let me put this to the side on my cover. Yep. What I noticed, I don't know, y'all that know me way back when, but I love shabby chic. Have y'all ever heard of that term, shabby chic? Shabby chic is a style of furniture where everything's like white. It's like my desk. Basically, my desk is shabby chic. I found this desk was a part of the Great Falls Library back in the day, and it was in my old house. And so I put coats and coats of white paint over it, and I distressed it. So I'm finding that what I really love is tons of color underneath, and then like a wash of white to kind of peek through some things. Does that even make sense? I don't even know if that makes sense, but that's what I love. And let's see, I'm going to take some of this and a dip nib. I'm using the inks, the permanent inks, because I don't want it to react with the white paint when I'm done. And I know that there's going to be some acrylic paint probably in this pen, which is probably why I should probably get a glass one. But I don't care. I'm playing, and I'll wash it out. So yeah, Wendy Brightbill, super inspiring artist to me. I love her abstract florals. I love her texture. I purchased an original painting from her a while back, and I just studied that picture for like a week straight. It's just so interesting, all of her marks and lines, and the way she just kind of, she's another free artist too. Free meaning she's super free, has freedom in her work. I'm going to try to dry some of this. Another artist that the abstract floors that I love, obviously, is Jennifer, or the August Wren IG accounts. Her name's Jennifer. And so I really love her watercolor abstract flowers. Wendy does more like acrylics and like oils now. So then one of the other thing that this is something new that I'm trying right now, is that I've noticed that I really love, again, like I said, the color popping through like a whitewash, like the distress stuff. And you'll see that a lot like with my circles that I show on like some certain journaling techniques with this Kerem coat. This is like my absolute favorite white to use. It's kind of a cream color. And I first saw that on, I think it's Arit's YouTube. I first saw her doing this. And so I really want to give credit to her because I didn't see anyone else doing that, but her. And so what I'm doing is just putting a little bit of paint. That's a lot of paint, actually. That's too much paint. Of course, we're going to like do this crazy here. I'll use it. I will end up using it, but anywho, but what I want to do is take this is a cheap encaustic paint flat brush. I don't even know where I got this. It's a size 10. It's cheap. It's got firm bristles. So the reason why I like this brush is because of the bristles are super firm. And so you're going to get these really awesome, and I kind of tap it off on my mat because I want it to be super light, like as light as possible, to kind of cover up some of this color. And you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, Ellie, why are you covering the color? Well, because I like the look of it, because I like it. This is one of those things I'm trying. This is new. I haven't done this yet. But I just love that whitewash look. I love texture, layers. Notice that when I'm doing this, I'm not getting any reaction from the ink because this was India ink that I used. And so it's not going to react with the water-based medium. Same thing with the acrylic paints. Now the scribble sticks are, when they dry, they're like an acrylic. So they're not supposed to react either, like when they're all dry. And I'll take some places and do it more than other places. I just love the softness of it. And see how that texture is grabbing some of that paint, that white paint? I just love that. So y'all are actually witnessing my style come together. I just started doing this the other day and I was like, you know what? This is the recipe that I like when I'm, what do I like? What do I want to put together? Again, everything's a derivative. It's how you put it together and the recipe that you make from it. Someone might take what I do. Someone might see my paintings and say, not know who I was inspired by, but say, oh my gosh, I love how she washes that, and may not use anything else of my paintings but the whitewash thing. That's fine, because no one's going to do what I do the way I do it. So I don't even care if y'all copy me outright, because the truth is you're not going to be able to do it the way I do it, because I'm me and you're you. You know what I'm saying? So I just love that. I just love the look of that. So you have this nice whitewashed background. And now I'm going to start working on some actual things for the foreground. And I'll probably dump this in the, I don't know, do I want some more? I don't know. I kind of want some more, y'all. Feeling like I need more. And I might need to make this a couple videos, I think. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Okay, so we went over already. We went Dina Wakely with her Ordered Chaos, her loose sketches. She also has loose face sketches, which I love. And when I show y'all the second project that I'm not allowed to show quite yet, but when I show y'all that one, you'll see what I mean by that loose face. I like how Carrie Powell said it. She's like, I like the suggestion of a face, but not the details. And that's for me too. I really enjoy that. So Dina Wakely. We have Wendy Brightbill with her abstract acrylic florals. And then it was the person that I first saw with this whitewash stuff. So I'm going to use, again, the palette knife, and I'm going to use this color. I buy all sorts of acrylic paints, just, they're a couple dollars. These ones, like at Target, they're not very much. They're very thin. That's okay when you start working on the face. Getting that thin, building it up, you kind of want it to be thinner. I do have some nice Liquitex heavy body acrylics when I'm doing like florals, or like here's a canvas piece that I'm working on, and you can see all that texture and stuff. So I'm thinking about actually changing this to one of these owl pieces. So anyway, I do have some nice thicker ones, and then I have some I have fluids that I bought. I just kind of picked up every once in a while through my year that I've been using acrylics, just picking up stuff. So I have actually, I'm gonna get it real quick. I have this thing that's called a palette paper. I was using that plastic bag forever, and I still have my plastic bag, but I like this paper because once it gets crazy, you're not able to start seeing, like what is what, if that's dry paint or if that's wet paint. And so you can actually just tear it off and use a new piece. Believe me, I'm going to use it until it's like completely crazy, but I do need to find it real quick. Here it is. Paper palette. That's what I need. It's getting dark. Haven't had much rain, but a lot of wind. It's been real noisy. So this paper palette, it kind of has like a glossy side. So it helps the paint not absorb in. So this color, oops, I just hit the microphone, sorry. So this is like a bronze yellow color. And I try not to use too much because I don't know. You can always add more, right? And then I love this Dina Wakely's umber color. I'm going to make a little tree branch. And then some of this Target brand. And this palette knife thing, I've been doing this on my journal pages and my, the art journal stuff. So that's not, I mean, I don't know if I just started doing it or what, but I want a little branch right here going up. So I'm just going to take my knife, and I just love how the knife, like when you're scraping it across, you don't really have a lot of control. I mean, you have a little bit of control, but not a whole ton. See how it kind of looks like dimensional, and you don't even like that to me is like such a great little tree limb. And I just wiped a bunch of paint and just let it mix how it did. Just let the chips fall, you know what I mean? So I like that a lot. I'm not going to mess with it anymore, and I'm going to dry it. There's still a little bit of goopy right there, but that's okay. So now this is where the actual drawing comes in, and where I can say that I was inspired by my love of owls and by Mindy Lacefield's faces. Y'all have seen that I started that girl. I did a couple of those girls, and the truth is, I think I shared that I tried to do a female body with an owl head just to see what it would look like, and I was like, nope, that didn't work. It's so creepy looking. I didn't like it, and so I covered it up with the owl with the sweet face, and so I really liked that. That was a joy sparker for sure, and so I just continued to try that. And I'm trying to find oh, here it is. So this is just a little mechanical pencil. It's a 0.3. I'm just gonna do a head shape here. Let's see. This is a very soft lead. This is I believe this is a B. Yeah, I think this one's a 2B. It's soft. And let me clean up this mess real quick because I just got it everywhere. You know when the paint handle sticks out and you come back and poof, just knock it over? That's what happened. Nothing new. This is a very light, kind of have a figure out what you want to do. And then you can come back and with my favorite sketch and wash, and then I can use that. So you're not going to be able to see this very well until I do the sketch and wash. Kind of lets you audition the line anyway. That's what a term that I learned from Dane Davenport from Jane Davenport, auditioning things. I think I learned it from Dina too. They all say kind of the same things, don't they? So I'm just going over it with my sketch and wash. This is just I think it's like a graphite or something. It is activated with water, obviously, hence the sketch and wash. You can kind of see here the outline I have. And I don't do little feet. I don't even care. Like, I don't think they need feet. So I'm going to come in here and activate it just a little bit to give me some like shadows and stuff. I'm actually kind of liking this look right now, just the way it is. But I'm going to keep going because... So again, this little sweet face was obviously inspired by Mindy. And I just love the sweet faces. Now, I was looking at her work again just to see, okay, am I doing my own thing here? Like, am I taking her stuff and kind of making it my own? And I feel like I am, especially in the eyes. Like, in my eyes, I've always, even with my faces, done kind of this simple line and like a messy, sketchy thing. I think I've shared that in several videos, but this eyebrow up thing is just so sweet. And just the placement of the features is kind of where I feel like I learned that, and the roundness of the head and all that. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. If you don't like it so dark, take some of it away. This is just a way to start giving you a place for your paint when you come in with your paint. So I'm going to dry this real quick. Okay, you know what? My battery's about to die, and so I need to replace the battery in my camera real quick. And I'm going to probably stop this video and then do a second video just because it's easier for me to edit 2 different days when they're longer. And so I'm sorry that I had to stop. The artist in this video that you've seen where I've gotten my inspiration from is Dina Wakley's Ordered Chaos, her use of loose and free backgrounds, just playing like a kid. The abstract florals of Wendy Brightbill and the way she uses texture on a painting. I just love the way that she uses texture. The palette knife is just something I've kind of always done. And when Mindy Laceville's sweet faces on her little illustrations, I just love them. So those are the artists that have really inspired me lately, and not lately, the ones I've really learned from. And I showed y'all what parts you really need to figure out who it is and why. What do you like about them? Why do you go back to their paintings over and over again? Is there something specific that you love? And start dissecting that. It's funny because I started doing that about 7-8 months ago. I started really being conscious of, why do I like, August Wren's abstract flowers? Why do I like Ute Rothman's loose lines? Like, why do I like that? And then I started taking this Paint Your Story class from Mindy, and this was just a few days ago. She said, start seeing why you like certain artists. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been doing that. So anyway, that's so exciting. So I'm going to stop this, put a new battery in, maybe take a picture of this so I can sneak peek post it and for y'all. And then I will be back with a second video. Love y'all. Bye.